one. I might be a bit late with this video, but I'm going to do my best of 2015. Excuse me. I'm going to start with brushes. I bought these. I mean, it's a little bit messy in here at the minute. There's all sorts of things. I bought these Jessup brushes with the purple handle. I don't know if you can see these. They're purple. And the gold. Well, is it gold? Yeah. Yeah. And I've been really pleased with these. That's a large powder brush. This one is a powder stroke blush, but I think it's too small for a powder brush, but then not small enough to get under your eyes. There's various other ones that came with it. Tapered face brush. You've got a synthetic brush. There was a lovely lip brush, and that comes off and goes on that end as a lid so you can put it into your bag. There's a nice smaller brush here which is great. They call it a tapered highlighter, but it is great for getting underneath the eyes, round in nooks and crannies around your nose. Lovely little blending brush. So I really enjoyed those brushes. And then some of my really old and goody ones that I've had for a long time. The Real Techniques blusher brush. That's always a favourite. So, itchy nose. Their powder brush. The Elf stippling brush. That's their bigger one. And then they have their smaller one, which I use for. Their smaller one is great for using cream products on your cheeks, or doing, you know, a contour. The Real Techniques 301 contour brush, so that's dirty at the moment, wants washing. And then I discovered this one on eBay for a fraction of the price, and it's a little bit bigger, and it does a really good job, because that one's a little bit chunky and smaller, where that one's sort of a little bit narrow. But they do a good job. This little Flawless concealer brush from Elf. It's great again for one of these little brushes to get in you know, into smaller places. Excuse me, I've just had a drink and I've got gurgles. And sorry, these are dirty. These are the brushes that I pick up majority of the time for doing, obviously for doing my eyes with. These, I always use this number 7 brush for doing my crease, and I always use this Avon brush for putting colour on underneath my brow. And these 99p brushes, I get them in a shop called Boys, and they are 99p each, and they are the best brushes for patting on eyeshadow onto your lids. Great brushes. And then I have 2 Real Techniques brushes here. This one is great. It is actually, yeah, it is a contour brush. It is a really good contour brush if you want to use a round brush rather than one of the other ones that I showed you, like this. You get a softer contour, I think, with a brush like this. That's the wrong one. That's the contour brush. Sorry. Yeah, it is a little bit bigger. This one I always use for putting powder on underneath my eyes. You have your... So I've got itchy ear now. Sorry. What is wrong with me? You all have your favourite brushes, don't you? You use day in, day out for certain things, and you wouldn't dream of picking up a different brush for it. Right, we'll start with some makeup. We'll start with skin foundation first. This one has to come up as a first. It is the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age foundation. I mean, it really is my favourite. It goes on like a dream. It stays put for hours and hours. And I think if you look after your skin in the first place, like doing your moisturisers, putting your bases down, I can get a good 9-10 hours when I need to keep my makeup on for that long, and I can guarantee that it looks just as good as it did when I first put it on. And then next after that has to come the W7 photo shoot foundation. This is a more of a heavier coverage than this one is, but yeah, it is a good foundation. It goes on well, it looks nice, it does last. And then my third one is one from Max Factor, and it's called Miracle Touch, and it's one of these solid ones, which is a creamy base but in a solid pot. This is what I have on today. It's a nice foundation again. And then we go on to blusher and face powder, and one I've been trying out every so often is my Ben Nye banana powder. I'm still on the fence about this. I've been trying it out through the year. This is my second sample. I can't make up my mind if I like it enough to buy a full size. I don't know. It's nice. Goes on well. It lasts well on your skin. But then for the fraction of the price, I really like this Essence powder. I mean, they both work the same. They do the same job. I think they both look as nice as each other. So I have both of those at the moment in my collection, which I use equally as much. And then I have a collection of Essence blushes. This is the only matte one I have. The other ones are the silky blushes, which I like just as much. And they are really nice blushes. They are very pigmented. They go onto your skin well, they blend well. That was the Silky Touch one. They last nicely onto your skin. That's the matte one, that's the matte one, that's the Silky Touch. The colours they have in their range are really good. They go from sort of peachy colours up to the berry colours. The bronzer or contour powder that I have been using quite a lot of just recently, in the latter part of 2015, is the Honolulu bronzer from W7. It is very much like the oh, come on. It's very much like the, oh, where are we? Benefit. Where are we? Yeah, Hoola bronzer, which I absolutely love. But this is very much like it. It's not exactly the same, but at the moment I can't afford to buy another one of these, and I am practically out of it. So at the moment I have replaced it with this W7 one, and it works as well. It's not quite the same colour. This is a warmer slightly warmer tone than the Hula one, but they are both good. And then back to W7 for eyes. Now, for a long time, I was put off W7 eyeshadows because I bought these palettes. I have 3 of them, and I really don't like the texture of the shadows in here. I don't like how, I don't think they blend that well. They're not that pigmented. So I was put off them for a long time. And then I discovered these 2 palettes here. One's called Angel Eyes and the other is called Bronze Queen. Now, these are so pigmented. They go on your eyes so easy and they blend out so easy. And they're so creamy and like buttery in texture. I'll give you a couple of swatches on my fingers. I mean, they are lovely. Lost my tissue. So those were a few colours out of the Bronze Queen. And I'll give you a few colours out of the Angel Eyes. I hope I can get the flipping palette open. They are really nice. I mean, look at the colours. That one is gorgeous. I love that colour. And even the lighter colour is a really good payoff. So I've sort of got back into W7 and I'm willing to give something a try. Yeah, and especially after finding this foundation. Well, it was sent to me by Chocky Kaz. I saw it on Karen on Chocky Kaz's channel, and she was saying how nice it was, and she got it for me because I couldn't get the right colour for myself. I also delved into the MUA eyeshadows in 2015. I had 1 or 2 of their single colours, but I'd never tried their palettes, and I'm fairly impressed with these too. They the colours are really pigmented, they're really creamy, and they really blend out really well, and they last a long time on your eyes without creasing and fading and whatever. So if you haven't tried those, because they are quite cheap, I can't remember quite how much I paid for this palette because I bought this one in the sale from MUA's website, so I got it a little bit cheaper. And then I discovered Cargo. Now I have a few of these quad palettes, and I also have 1 or 2 of the, I didn't get them out, 1 or 2 of the larger palettes. And these are really nice shadows. This is my favourite in here. I mean, that is gorgeous colour. And this one here. These are pretty colours. So those have been favourites through the year. I'll give you a swatch of these. These aren't quite as creamy as the ones in the bigger palette, but they do blend out really well. They're very pigmented. I think these are actually more pigmented than the ones in the bigger palette, but they're not quite as soft. But yeah, they are really nice. So, and they're not that expensive. I found mine online, but I think I've seen Cargo palettes in, what is it, TK Maxx? Oh, I always get the letters wrong, but I'm sure you know the shop that I mean. And then I delved into Revolution. This was one of their newer palettes, and it's called Neutrals vs Neutrals. And these are really nice too. I keep saying really nice, don't I? I'm terrible at describing things. You've got lots of pinky, bricky shades, burgundy shades in this one, and then you've got, you know, it goes through to like greys, and let me get that wiped off my fingers. On here you've got some grey shades, taupey shade, and then you have one or two really sparkly type colours, and there is a mixture of mattes and different finishes in there. Yeah, I'm terrible. I can't explain and describe. I am absolutely useless at it. So I'm been quite pleased with those, and I have another one of their palettes here, which is called the Revolution palette. Oh, this is blinding you. I think this is the first one that I got from them. And it's a mixture of sort of like, there's browns, there's the berry shades, there's a nice navy. The navy, was that navy or was that green? No, that's navy. I thought there was a green. There is a green at the bottom. There's a berry coloured. There's browns. They're really, really pretty colours. And then you've got light golds, peaches. So those are nice. It's a nice makeup brand, and again, it's not too expensive. I need another clean wet wipe. I find that the drugstore brands are getting a lot better. Their makeup, their eyeshadows, their foundations and blushes and that are rivaling some of the higher end products now. So I've been really pleased with some of these cheaper products that I've been buying. We have Benefit Stay Don't Stray eye primer. I didn't like this. This is just a little sample size. I didn't like this at all when I first got it, but I picked it up and used it actually by mistake one day, and I decided after using it that once by mistake that I actually liked it. I think maybe when I first got it, it was really quite runny, and I felt that it creased on me, and I think that now it's really quite thick. You don't need a lot when you put it on, and it doesn't crease on me at all now, so I don't know what the thing was with that, whether it was my eyelids or whether it was the actual product. This is really rather good. It's a under eye brightener, and it's a Korean brand, and it's safe. It is from a lady that I buy my products off of quite often. So I know that there's nothing in there that there shouldn't be, because I've had someone write a little note on one of my videos. I should be careful buying Asian products. I am very careful. I do try and check, you know, out who I'm buying from, the products that I'm buying. Now, Essence, I've come across Essence gel eyeliner pencils, and they're waterproof. This is a grey one. It's out because I've been using it in a video that you will see at some point. These are so soft, really creamy, but they dry and they do not budge. They're also great. I suggested one of these. I don't put this, I don't put any colour into my waterline as a rule, because my eyes water and they don't like it. I used to when I was younger, and I used to be perfectly fine. But I suggested this pencil to a friend of mine, and she does do her waterline. She tried it into her waterline, and she said it didn't budge all day, just stayed put. So I can sort of recommend, not by personal use, but by friends' use, that this is a good waterline pencil. As I say, this is in like a grey, really dark grey. It does come in other colours. I think I've got a green, I've got a black, and I've got a navy, and I think it comes in other colours too. Eyelash products. These are my three favourite products that I use for my eyelashes. This is the Essence Lash Base. Lash Base. Got a bit of whistle there. And it's the white. It's the white base. If I can get it undone. Oh, come on. I think you've seen, if you watch my videos, you know what that looks like. I use this every time that I do my lashes. I feel that it conditions my lashes. It gives a barrier between my lashes and any mascara that I use. And I think that helps to condition your lashes and keep them nice. So yeah, I recommend that. And the mascara that I have discovered, this is my third one now. And I feel now, for as long as Rimmel sell this is the mascara that I will be buying from now on. I'm not going to delve into any others, because this is the mascara that I like. It is their Rimmel's wonderful mascara with argan oil. I have, in the past, I have had really short, really sparse eyelashes, and I feel that since I've been using this and this, my eyelashes have really grown longer. They've grown thicker. That I feel that they don't fall out as often as they used to. And I feel that, I think it's with the argan oil. I know mascara makes your eyelashes sort of like, they make them stiff. There's no, whatever you use, they do make them stiff. But I feel that with the argan oil in this mascara, it is keeping them a little bit softer than they would normally be. And then over the top of that, I am using, because this isn't waterproof, I tried the waterproof one and I didn't like it as much as the non-waterproof one. So over the top of that, I put the Max Factor 2000 calorie waterproof mascara. This is a really good lengthening mascara. It's only got a small wand, which would be good for your bottom lashes if you put mascara onto your bottom lashes, and also the fact that it is waterproof too. So those three are really good together. eyebrow pencil is this one of choice at the moment. All the writing has rubbed off, but it is a Korean make. It is bought from my same lady. I have this in a few different shades of brown, but this is my favourite coloured brown. It's what I have on at the moment. It stays fairly well on my brows, being as the fact that I don't have brow hair at the front of my brow. So I just have to colour my skin. It does stay reasonably well. This little thing is amazing. I used to use hairpins or one of those bands to go around your hair, but I found that if you'd done your hair and you've got one of those bands around, it messed your hair up. So what I do with this is just lift up my fringe and pop it on, and it comes off again. But yeah, and it is it's really, really useful. It's really good. It does its job. It keeps the hair off my face, you know, when I want it to. So I've just messed my hair up now. Sorry about that. Yeah, really cheap. I got a pack of 5 or so, and I think probably they were a couple of pounds, not very much. Lip products. I have 3 lipsticks that have been my real favourites mostly through the whole of the year, even through the summer. The Kate Moss lipstick in 107. That's the dark one. We have a L'Oreal 16 hour. This is I think it's a Colour Riche serum lipstick in bright burgundy. I love the packaging on this. It's a little bit lighter in colour than the first one, so you can get away with wearing that through the summer, which I did. I mean, I think just because it's summer doesn't mean to say you have to wear totally pale lipsticks, because I don't really suit totally pale. That was the first one, the 107, the Kate Moss lipstick. I don't suit really pale lips. And then, I said there was 3, wasn't there? And then there is another Rimmel lipstick, and it's the Lasting Finish, and it's 128 Starry Eyed. This is a little bit darker, and that's that one. These are my favourite shades. I really like these sort of shades. And then I came across 2 Maybelline Colour Drama lip pencils. This one's in a brighter red, and it is called Light It Up. And I do like my reds in that one. And then this one is called Red Essential, and this is a little bit more of a burgundy red rather than a brighter red. And then for a nudish looking lip, my favourite is this Essence Triple XL Long Lasting Lip Gloss. Now, I don't find it to be a lip gloss. It's more one of like those lip creams. My lid's broken. You can see how much I've used it, and this one is nearly empty. I do have a backup. And this is like a nice nude colour for me. It's a really pretty nude. More like a sort of a little bit of a pinky shade of nude. And then I came across these lip liner pencils. They're called Me Now Generation 2. And you get a pack of I think it's a pack of 10, and they are waterproof, multivitamin, enriched with aloe vera. And these are all shades of pink, nudes and reds. These are really, really nice lip liners. I'll just pop one out to show you. They have numbers, they don't have colours. That one's number 59. And they're really creamy. They stay put really well because they're waterproof. Really nice. I bought them, found them on eBay. I can't remember off the top of my head how much they were, but they weren't that expensive. I'm just going to rub this lipstick off my hand. And I'll just show you this grey pencil. It's really does stay put. And then it comes off quite easily with a wet wipe. And then we have my little twinkle razors that I use on my face. Those are a favourite. There are other brands in this and they work just as well. You don't have to buy Twinkle. And then there's odd bits of skincare that I stick with every year, which is my bio oil, my Lacura face serum from Aldi, my L'Oreal Age Perfect Calcium day cream and night cream. There is my face cleansing oil. I don't stick with the same eye cream. This is an Algenist one that I have at the moment. My eye creams change, but those skincare items there are my staples and I don't change those around. Another real favourite, this is a new box, are the Power Force disposable gloves, and these are from Aldi, and I use these for doing when I colour my hair. They're great for dirty little jobs that you need to do around the house. If by any chance you have a pet and you need to clean them up for any reason, I pop a pair of these on. Great for doing jobs around your loo if you need to put some gloves on to do any jobs around the toilet. Great for little jobs outside, you know, if you need to be picking any rubbish up in the garden. I pop a pair of these on. Great gloves, and you get 100 in the box. Can't remember how much they are though. And I almost forgot my Q10 facial wipes. I buy these by like a little bit by bulk when I see them, because I buy them from Home Bargains, and sometimes they don't have them in. So when I see them, I will buy 5 or 6 packets at a time just to make sure that I've got backups. So that is some of my best of 2015. I mean, I could have gone on forever, and I hope this video isn't too long, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've just shown you, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.